Here we go, Eva. Piece of advice for tech sellers. We're trying to build their personal brand. Which word do you like to use on that? Like, is that a specific expression, or
Yeah,
are you trying to
I
figure it out?
use expert presence or digital presence or
Okay,
yeah,
I like the digital
professional
presence a lot.
brand or something like that. That's better.
I love that a lot. Uh, so for those tech sellers out there who are trying to build a digital presence and thought authority on on this digital world, so you don't get confused by an AI, or even for the organizations where lost and don't know what to do with this whole transformation, what do you tell them?
Okay, two layers. If they're just starting out to build their expert presence and their kind of digital footprint as an expert in certain area, and they're trying to reach the right people, try to build authority by sharing a lot of your company's experience, a lot of the things you've done, like a lot of the things that no AI can pick up anywhere and scramble together into this generic
Mm,
term. So it needs to be a very original kind of approach to the topic. So the topic can be generic, but the approach should be coming from you or your team, right? So try to think in those terms, be original. And then as you kind of build that more, as you maybe are starting to develop, like I said, certain opinions, certain um, knowledge that is really kind of, looking at the future, and people start to look up to you to actually ask you about advice and that kind of thing. That's where you start to build your thought leadership. And it's different than, for example, SME, so subject matter expertise, in the way that where the thought leader is a bit the bird view type of guy.
mm,
So it's less practical, but more of a bird view type of person who is trying to actually provide like the breadth of, maybe predictions, maybe, some of the things that are summarizing the experience that person has over many, many years in a sector, for example. And that's where you need to be bold. You need to be
mm.
different. So it's not only enough to be original. You need to be bold. You go with the contrarian, take. Go with some observation that nobody else has. And that's super difficult, honestly. It's
Mm,
very hard to build that thing. And it takes time to hone your voice, to clear up your thoughts, to
mm.
be able to create that kind of content. But like I said, that's maybe like an advanced level.
Yeah,
But even, building authority can be built also on a more like let's say simpler level, where
yeah.
you just need to be as original as possible in
Uh,
sharing the.